Hey y'all, hey. It's your girl, Morgan Renee. Waiting on my Instagram live to hop up. Alright, we live, baby. Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Morgan Renee tuning in with you all for another reading about an herb that we're gonna learn about today. So let's see. Let's flip through and see. We done learned about elder and elderberries, cinnamon, all kind of stuff. Now let's see what I flipped to. Give me 1 second. All right. Oh, today is Monday. It's Man Monday. So let me look. In the beginning, they have a whole section, urinary and male health. Okay, so let's do something after page 236 so that we can consider the men on today. 236. All right, so plants and men's health. We're going to pick something from back here. How men can stay strong and healthy, because we need them, Lord. There's certain things I don't want to do that a man will do, or certain things I can't do that a man can do. All right. Let's not be fresh. Okay. I've never heard of this one. Bacopa. Bacopa. See if y'all can. Let's just read. Bacopa is a marsh lover. This perennial creeping herb with small succulent leaves and delicate mauve flowers thrives in wetlands and along muddy shores in India and many parts of Asia. Crushed Bacopa leaves have a distinctive lemony scent. I've literally never heard of this herb before. Okay. In English, the plant is also known as coastal water hyssop, but in Hindi, it's often called brahmi. This unassuming herb has been used in Indian Ayurvedic medicine for at least 3,000 years to treat a number of conditions, but notably to improve memory and cognitive ability. Two ancient Vedic texts, the Saraka Samhita and the Shruta Samhita, document Bacopa's use for enhancing comprehension, learning, and memory. In accordance with tradition, newborn infants in India are ceremonially anointed with Bacopa to open the gateway of intelligence. Bacopa teas and syrups are also routinely given to Indian children to enhance their intellectual prowess. Let's pause right there for a moment, okay? Could the type of plants that we are giving our youth, our babies, as they come into the world, be progressive for them in their intellect? And when we think about, as Americans, some of the smartest people in the world and some of the healthiest, the Asian Indian community, they got a good thing going on with their healing, their medicine, their self-care practices, from yoga to teas to the spices they use in their food. That's why you don't see a lot of them with like colon cancers and stuff, because of the turmeric and the cumin and all those deep spices that really help flush stuff out and keep the system regular. That's something to note. And us as African and indigenous people, we have our own remedies and healing mechanisms. And that's why I'm back into reading about herbs as I grow my apothecary and grow in herbalism and gardening, so that we can know we're out and we're foraging, or we're camping or hiking, or just some emergency times come upon us and we got to be out in these woods somewhere. We need to know what we can pick, what's poisonous, what's not, being able to identify stuff. So I'm going to get off my soapbox. All right. So Bacopa teas and syrups are also routinely given to Indian children to enhance their intellectual prowess. Historically, Ayurvedic practitioners, and they have that in bold, so that means there is a dictionary definition for those who may not know. So let's just read that real fast. Ayurvedic means Ayurvedic medicine is the ancient Indian medical system of sustaining health and fighting disease based on equilibrium with nature. Ayurvedic medicine uses thousands of plants. Thanks for the love and the fire and the and the hundreds. Okay, so historically, Ayurvedic practitioners have used Bacopa to improve a patient's memory and mental abilities, as a nerve tonic to ease anxiety, as a treatment for asthma, and as an aid to healthy heart and lung function. This herb is also considered a blood purifier and a remedy for diarrhea, bronchitis, and fevers. Juice from the leaves can be applied to inflamed joints to relieve pain. Over the past few decades, Bacopa has captured the interest of herbal practitioners in the West and medical researchers in many countries. Studies have shown that Bacopa appears to help people process visual information quickly, learn faster, and consolidate new material into memory more effectively. It may improve memory and by learning it may improve memory and learning by relieving anxiety, as well as by enhancing nerve impulse transmission, which in turn improves cognitive functions. In modern Western herbal medicine, Bacopa is used to relieve tension and prevent stress. It may help people focus, lengthen attention span, increase concentration, and improve memory and other cognitive functions. See, so that would be good to add into a little smoothie or drink that you give yourself or your children to get your day started. Especially, we sending them to school for the same amount of hours as a shift at work, and expecting these kids to just be still and be quiet and learn. Baby, no. But send them off with some Bacopa in their cereal or their smoothie in the morning. Might can help them sit down and increase their attention span. And adults too, we be all on this technology, child. Herbal practitioners also recommend the herb for promoting emotional well-being, physical endurance, and a healthy immune system. Now, this is in the men's health section, but it's obviously good for everybody. But it'll give us details as to why it's really great for men. Bacopa may also aid cognitive ability in the elderly. My page is stuck together. Okay, so we got a little timeline to show y'all again. Some new people just hopped on. This is the plant with its succulent-like leaves. Bacopa. Have y'all ever heard of this? I've never heard of this herb, this plant. So this timeline at the bottom says, dainty Bacopa's leaves, stems, and flowers are a source of memory-boosting extracts that may also reduce anxiety. So in the 6th century BC, text note use of Bacopa to boost mental function and treat mental disease. AD 1960s, Indian researchers are the first to isolate some of Bacopa's active constituents. In 2002, Bacopa is shown to improve recall of newly acquired information. In 2008, research shows Bacopa has potential for enhancing cognition in aging. Beautiful plant. Okay, let's get more into it. And this is I'm on Facebook and Instagram, but I got my phones in different places. Okay. All right. So the common name is Bacopa. The scientific name is Bacopa monnieri. Its family is Plantageneaceae. Parts used are above ground parts, and the native range is India to Southeast Asia. So of the more than 50 species included in the genus Bacopa B. monnieri, or monnieri, sorry, there's no F, monnieri, is the most widespread, a weed found in wet areas in many parts of the world. Its variation in different regions of the world has led to much confusion among botanists, resulting in more than 30 botanical names being applied to the plant. Bacopa is a creeping mat. So I'm going to have to look that up. I don't see where they give us the other names, but maybe it's other names that I've heard this by not knowing that it was Bacopa. Bacopa is a creeping, mat-forming, succulent annual. All parts of the plant are smooth, without hairs. The opposite leaves are without stalks, oblong, oval, up to 1 inch long, and less than ½ inch wide. The tubular flowers range from blue to purplish or white, usually flowering from May through October. Both Bacopa and Gotukola share the names Brahmi and Manduk. Hold on now, that's an Indian word. Mandukaparni in different parts of India, causing additional confusion. Typically in Kerala, a state in southern India, Bacopa is called Brahmi. In north and west India, the name Mandukaparni is applied to Bacopa. Gotukola is called Brahmi in north and west India, and Mandukaparni in south India. So they got it switched around, got a little backwards. Yeah, Indians confusing their damn selves. Growing habits. Bacopa is associated with wet habitats, growing in ditches and next to slow-moving streams, coastal estuaries, marshes, or sandy beaches. Found throughout tropical and subtropical areas of the world, Bacopa is usually associated with Ayurvedic tradition as a medicinal plant of India. The plant is not generally associated with temperate climates. However, it is widely naturalized in the southern U.S. It occurs from Maryland south through the Carolinas to Florida, westward through all the states on the Gulf of Mexico to Texas and Oklahoma, as well as southern Arizona, southernmost California, Puerto Rico, and Hawaii. Its wide range is a treatment to the plant's ability to reproduce by seed or by spreading vegetatively in a variety of conditions in the southeastern U.S. It occurs mostly in countries bordering coastal regions. Cultivation and harvesting. Bacopa is a wet soil plant and can be grown as a semi-aquatic. Although it grows mostly in the tropics, Bacopa will grow in cool temperate climates, mostly as a seasonal annual, doing well if temperatures are at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit. It does best if temperatures are 70 degrees Fahrenheit or warmer, and it definitely will not survive a freeze. Okay? Bacopa is easily grown from seed or by planting a cutting with a node, which roots readily with plenty of moisture. So pause right there. So cutting, aka propagating, is where you take a part of a plant, you cut it off, you put it in water, it'll root, and then you can take it from there and go ahead and replant it. So it says with a node, so I'm assuming that means with one of the, like when it says with the node, I would think not just the leaf itself, but actually like this part, the actual stem. You'll need that so that it can get some roots on it. All right, good to know. I can cut these and grow. With roots with plenty of moisture. It is sold at nurseries where aquatic plants or aquarium plants are sold. It can be grown near a pond, planted in muddy soil to create a beautiful green carpet at the water's edge. For an aquarium, plants can be grown in river sand with a little mud mixed in. Most of the world's Bacopa supply is wild harvested in India or planted near waterways for ease of harvesting. An extract is made from the whole plant and then sold to botanical markets throughout the world. Therapeutic uses: cognition, memory, anti-anxiety. Bacopa may play a role in addressing what pharmaceuticals can only hope to do, namely improving mental function and embracing memory. In laboratory results, animal studies, and a few human trials, data are surfacing to support the long-standing traditional use of Bacopa in India. Two compounds in a class called saponins, Bacoside A and Bacoside B, seem to help animals remember tasks and to reverse the memory loss that occurs with certain medications. While Bacopa can also help animals to learn tasks more quickly, it is possible that Bacopa brings about these effects by acting as an antioxidant and by affecting levels of metabolism of acetylcholine, an important neurotransmitter in the brain and central nervous system. When two 150 milligram capsules of Bacopa extract were given to 23 healthy adults daily for 3 months, they scored better on a variety of mental tests than 23 people who took placebo capsules. After 3 months, the Bacopa group had better memory, a more effective learning rate, less forgetting, less anxiety, and faster information processing. Another interesting potential use of Bacopa is in treating anxiety. Some preliminary animal research shows a decrease in anxiety with extracts of Bacopa. This could be an interesting use of Bacopa because many pharmaceutical anti-anxiety options can cause memory difficulties. Bacopa, on the other hand, actually seems to enhance memory in some circumstances. Well-designed human clinical trials will help to further investigate this possible use. I'm going to look into seeing if I can find some capsules. And when we learn about herbs and uses like this, it's great to take things as a preventative. Why wait until we or someone in our family gets dementia or Alzheimer's? Certain things do not have to come with age if we're taking care of our body. So we know that exercising and eating right is important. Despite the argue between being vegan or not, we understand that you don't necessarily need meat at every single meal and definitely not in as the largest portion. We also understand that you need to get movement and some sweat in your body. We know these things. It's nothing up really for debate. But if you're also taking teas and herbs and tinctures and different things that have certain properties, well, this is good for my anxiety, this is good for memory. Lion's mane is another one that's good for memory, and some people don't like the texture of that or don't like mushrooms. Lion mane is a mushroom, and but there's powders that you could add to your smoothie or, you know, mix into something, cookies that you may make or something like that. So there are ways to get the things that we need to help aid our health, our brain, our functioning. So yeah. Another interesting potential use of Bacopa is in treating anxiety. Some preliminary animal research shows a decrease in anxiety with extracts of Bacopa. This could be an interesting use of Bacopa because many pharmaceutical anti-anxiety options can cause memory difficulties. Bacopa, on the other hand, actually seems to enhance memory in some circumstances. Well-designed human clinical trials will help to further investigate this possible use. How to use capsules. Generally, 5 to 10 grams per day of powdered Bacopa. Okay. Tea, generally 1 to 2 teaspoons of Bacopa leaves steeped in 1 cup of water for 5 to 10 minutes, taken up to 3 times daily. As a tincture, generally 1 to 2 teaspoons of a tincture per day or 2 tablespoons of the syrup daily or per manufacturer's directions. Extract. Standardized extracts contain 20 to 55% bacosides, doses in 150 milligrams twice daily. Precautions. Some people taking Bacopa experience dry mouth, nausea, and fatigue, but Bacopa appears to be relatively free of adverse effects in most studies. Bacopa may increase drowsiness when used in combination with sedative medications, and it may interact with thyroid medications. Over the kitchen counter, they got a Bacopa chutney. So in a saucepan, you heat 1 tablespoon of oil, add 1 tablespoon of urate dal, available at Indian markets. Saute until golden brown. Add 3 stem red chilies, a half a cup chopped onion, 3 tablespoons grated coconut, and 2 cups Bacopa leaves. Saute 2 to 3 minutes. Cool. Stir in half a teaspoon each of salt and tamarind pulp and a pinch of brown sugar. Blend until smooth in a food processor. This brain food is delicious on rice. That sounds nice. I think I'm going to try that recipe. So yes, guys, that was Bacopa. Hope you learned something new. I'm going to look into this. See if I can't find me a capsule or some extract or a tincture. And I'm going to try that recipe and let y'all know how I go. All right, I hope y'all have an amazing rest of y'all day. Make sure y'all get some hydration, some stretching, some self-care in. I'll tune in with y'all again soon. Oh, excuse me. Peace and love.